Why did rats die of heart failure with full fat stores? Well, because the single biggest diet myth is wrong, but it's all your doctor ever learned about losing weight. Eat less, move more. Hi, Dr. Brian here, founder of Health Without Risk. I see the failure of one simple idea every single day. Calories in, calories out, or KICO. KICO suggests that weight loss is simple math. Eat less, move more, and you will burn fat. What if I told you the science proves your body can refuse to burn fat even when it's starving? This comes from a truly grotesque but eye-opening set of experiments from the mid-20th century on sucker rats. These rats were genetically prone to obesity, and initially researchers thought they were just overeaters. But then they put them on a severely restricted diet, just enough food to barely stay alive. According to Calories In, Calories Out, the rats should have unlocked their vast fat reserves for fuel. That's what fat's for, survival during scarcity, but they didn't. Instead of touching their fat stores, their bodies chose to devour muscle and organs. And in a horrific final act, they literally ate their own hearts and died of heart failure. And here's the eye-opener. Even in death, they still carried significant excess body fat. So why did they starve while surrounded by their own stored energy? Because fat storage isn't about math, it's about biology. The problem wasn't a lack of calorie deficit, the problem was a fuel partitioning disorder. Their bodies, due to genetics, had a hormonal and enzymatic landscape that aggressively shuttled fuel into storage, a process called lipogenesis, and then absolutely refused to release that fat by a process called lipolysis, no matter how dire the circumstances. The fat was locked away like water in a deep underground cistern, inaccessible to the rest of the body. Fat isn't money in a bank account that you can easily withdraw, the calories in, calories out model. As described in the Adam Kosloff article, it's more like water in a landscape. If the land, your biology and hormones, is warped with deep basins, the water will pool and be locked away. Even in a drought, the crops will die of thirst while the cisterns remain full. The Zucker rats prove that you can create a calorie deficit large enough to cause death, and your body still won't burn fat if the biological switch is stuck on storage. In the next video on this, we'll talk about how this biological switch is flipped in humans, especially as we age. The calories in, calories out model is too clear, too simple, and for most people struggling with weight, it's tragically wrong. We need to stop blaming people for a failure of willpower and start figuring out how to fix their biology. Like and share this video for those who might be struggling with their weight and keep hearing the same dumb advice. Remember to subscribe to the Health Without Risk bulletin board, where we explore options for better health you won't hear from mainstream medicine. Thanks for watching. Bye.